Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF, and welcome everybody to TWF Intact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer. I am Joey Styles with Renee Young and with Aiden English, and today on Impact on Axs TV or Smash and Inside Farseer, we have the head leadership fellow of the Toy Wrestling Gathering, or the fourth setter of the Toy Wrestling Gathering, Triple H or Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Alright, before we get into the match here today, I just want to say there seemed to be some kind of bind with the YouTube for laying layout. A bug that happened earlier today with the Sailor Moon film and the Jordan film. Now I don't know if that bug is going to show itself or that flaw is going to show itself again for the TWF films, which it always seems to show itself. Our films seem to be longer than everybody else's other Fairways films. So I just hope it doesn't happen. Also, another thing before I get started here. Yes, Ms., we did hear you out about your belief, how you believed that Astronema was bullying you. But the truth is, you seem to leave out a lot of things about all the things you said and you did. Your lawyer talked with our lawyers. We talked with you as whatever it was, and it seemed that you had to atone for your mistake. Astronema puts you in those matches because that was where the booking and the writing went. It had nothing to do with you, your own. You're the one that starting things with her after she told you you want onlook, you got to give onlook. As of right now, the law work has been dropped from a lack of truth. Unless the Miz can show some truth on his side and we go through it again. But hopefully we do not. Well, that's good to know. It's good to know about that thing going on, Joey Styles says. Now I wonder what the match we're going to see here today is. You know, and I hopefully think that this whole thing has been put to rest, you know, between the two of them. And we never have to hear about that again. Well, hopefully we don't have to hear about that again. And now here comes, well, we haven't seen someone in some time, and that would be the TWF, you know, Allegheny Earldom fighter, which would be King Kong, which we have not seen him in some time. So here he is. So today King Kong said, I can't stand up on my two own feet. That's sad. Today King Kong said, I want to have a match for the putting my TWF Allegheny Earldom winnings on stake, or whatever the English word for that is. So the way I look at it is, if somebody wants to take me up on that dare, then so by all means, let's do it. Well, who's going to take King Kong up on that dare? Joey Styles says, with King Kong. I don't know, Renee Young said, who's going to take him up on it. Hopefully it'll be good. Oh no, I think I know who's going to take him up on it, Aiden English says. It's Shark Boy. I think I would make a good TWF Allegheny Earldom fighter, whatever the English word for that is. I think you can wrestle me, King Kong. Well, alright, King Kong said, I'll give you to that. If we can get a fight lord in the ring, or a fight keeper in the ring, wherever he or she's at, you know. And I don't know, you know. So we can't, we're just going to have to get the other one out. No, I see him. He's right. I see him. I see him. He's right behind Taz. We're pulling him out now. Hey. Well, Here he comes in the ring now. Well, this is for the TWF Waterway Allegheny, which I guess is a borrowed word. The English word would be waterway. Earldom winnings. First, he is Shark Boy, and he is the TWF Allegheny Earldom Fighter, or whatever the English word for that is. You know, King Kong. Well, we do know that Kong happens to most likely be spelled in two ways. Well, right now, King Kong, we haven't seen him in some time, and now he's getting a body slams to Shark Boy, Jim Ross said, who had some one-off matches in WCW, spent a lot of years in TNA, IW, had some dark matches in WWE back in the day too. Joey Sal said, yeah, Renee Young said, some folks did not know that. And Shark Boy was also known for playing a self known as Stone Cold Shark Boy, or whatever you want to call him. King Kong coming out from the top steeple now, Renee Young said. And he's even getting the Shark Boy Stunner. He did! He gained the Shark Boy Stunner! Renee Young says. I don't know if that's what they called it in TNAW, or that's what they called it in IW. Aiden English says. But if he can get a 1-2-3 and beat King Kong, I'll take my cap off to him, my hat off to him. 1, 2. No, King Kong just happened to raise up right now. King Kong picked him and slammed him. Looks like it's over here. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF Allegheny Earldom Fighter, King Kong. Well, it looks like King Kong is still the TWF Allegheny Earldom Fighter, or I guess Waterway Fighter, since Allegheny is most likely a borrowed word from one of the many firstborn speeches of North Vinland. You got that right, Renee Young said. King Kong beat Shark Boy. He still has that winnings right now. Aiden English says, I mean, I was going to take my hat off to him, my cap off to him if I had a cap or a hat to take off to him, but he didn't win it, you know. But he came truly near to doing it. And I understand now, we're going to be taken away to Jim Ross now. Joey Stell said, yeah, why? I mean, he didn't win. But I thought Shark Boy would have won, but he didn't win. He came as near as beating King Kong anyone has without knocking King Kong off the Kaiserdom Reich house. Aiden English said, yeah, you're right, Joey Stell says. Aiden English says, you're right, Joey Stell said. Now I take it away to Jim Ross now. Alright. Thank you, Joey Stells and Renee Young. I'm going to be talking with the leadership under force setter to TWF Hunters Hounds League. There seems to be some kind of hang up. Yeah, there seems to be a hang up, Jim Ross, about the fight keepers here in the TWF. We've had one fight keeper, Jeremy Pickle, whatever he calling himself, that he's been in the TWS since, I guess, at least since between 98 YL. The other one, who's only been here since, I'm going to say, last year, 2022 YL, and he seems to think that need be he should be overseeing some matches too. Is that what's going on? Yeah, that is what's going on, you know. So, can we talk with him, or is it a lawful thing and I shouldn't be into it? I don't think it should be a lawful thing at all. I mean, he hasn't made a law work against Kuska Wealth Team or the Toy Wrestling Gathering, so if you want to talk to him, you can. Well, I talked with Force Setter Helmsley, and I think I should be being a fight lord or a fight keeper for some matches and fights. I've been in a TWF, I think, is going back as early as between 97 YL, or was it between 98 YL. I've been here a lot longer than that other fellow, Ross Burns. He's only been here since 2022 YL. That might be true, Jim Ross says. And this is really what it's all about? Yeah, that's truly what it's all about. Well, if you want to be in some other match, if you want to be the fight keeper, well, how about next week, Monday Night Raw, or Lonely Night Raw, WrestlePalooza, or whatever the Wrestle Gathering, whatever. You get to be the one who oversees the match between Mora and Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Then, oh, I take that. All right, I'll take that. So I guess everything is alright now. Yeah, everything is alright, Jim Ross. We got this taken care of. The law work on the Cusco Wealth team and the Toy Wrestling Gathering is over. And the whole Fight Keeper bind's been settled. Well, that was my talk with the four-setter of the TWF, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Back to you, Joey Styles and Renee Young. Well, thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the four-setter, here today on Impact and Axs TV, or Smash and Inside Farseer. I am Joey Styles for Renee Young and Aiden English. We hope you like Impact and Axs TV, or Smash and Inside Farseer, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.